Hello, my friends. It's been so long. I was going to go live, but YouTube won't let me at the moment because I haven't made enough live shorts yet. So we'll get onto that. But I thought a really good way to come back and have a chat to you all was to show you what I've been doing to get back into the groove of painting after having very unexpectedly, dramatically, closed the studio in November because of family issues. Unfortunately, my dad was not well, and thankfully he's home now, so I think we've got some capacity to open the studio again and make videos. To get me there though, I kind of lost my groove, and if you were on my Patreon, you would have seen this in written form, but I kind of lost my groove. I lost my routine, I lost a bit of motivation, and dare I say a bit of inspiration to keep painting and keep drawing. And especially with the state of the world at the moment, it felt a little futile. But if we can't create and express our emotions and feelings, then we become very broken human beings. So I wanted to get back, but I just couldn't tackle a big canvas. So I bought this tiny little, probably 12 by 12 sketchbook from Kmart. It's not great paper, it's nothing, but what it did was give me full permission to create anything, everything. Make mistakes, be silly, make ugly pictures. It just took the pressure off coming back and having a groove again. And it has been a lifesaver. It's given me so much freedom and joy, and reminded me what it is that I really love about creating and sharing with you all. So I did start something that I think is something that we could share together and may become a series here on YouTube or potentially on Patreon. We'll see. It's early days, and this is something that I'd promised myself I would just play and not necessarily monetize or create a learning lesson out of this. I think we've had enough life lessons for a while. But tiny time. It's the time between things. So we always have too much to do. We're working, we're caring, we're cooking, we're exercising, we're self-caring, we're resting, we're doing it all because we're amazing. And our all some days is just because we need to get out of bed. And that is amazing too. And we don't feel like we've got time to actually create. We don't feel like we've got time for our art or for our hobbies or something. But if you really sit down and think about it and just have a moment, like if these are important to you, you can find the time. And tiny time is what worked for me. So I call it tiny time because it is small increments of time. I spend 15 minutes. That's all. I put on a timer, I put my earbuds in, and I just focus on this for 15 minutes. And when the timer goes off, I close the book. Well, I let it dry because I use my watercolors, but I close it, I put it down, and I build that trust with myself that I'm going to give myself a session to draw or sketch, or that's the same thing, or paint or whatever. But it's 15 minutes, and in my busy, crazy day, I can find 15 minutes. So this started as 15 minutes while dinner was cooking, and then seeing my Instagram, you'll know that I've been doing this in my lunch break on my 9 to 5. I've been sitting outside in the sun under a tree, and I've been painting, just doing little works. And I wanted to go through it with you because I think it's something that could help us all. And I was going to actually do a tiny time live today, but YouTube won't let me, and my phone is very full. So I'm just going to go through it. So the first thing I did in this book was write myself a note, and another amazing artist on here, I've watched her videos a lot, and she does this in the front of her books. And I wrote, in this notebook, I give myself permission to draw whatever I want. All subjects, all styles, all experiments. Good, bad, and all over the place. Just have fun, follow my heart on the day. All that matters is I create happy, tiny time. And that just gives me that little intention, and I really, it helps ground me in this book. All my other books, I can be as perfectionist as I want. This one, it really doesn't matter. To the point that for the first one, I actually cut the pages and created a butterfly, which I actually thought initially was awful, but the more I look at it, the more I love it. And of course, like, I just tiny throwbacks to bigger artworks. These are my overthinker fish. Some cute little experiments with color and tone. There's nothing wrong with repeating yourself. That's how we learn. We went a little weird on a couple of days, so there's a few sketches that I'll have to censor those. Just strange little things. Sometimes it's just color, squares and forms. This one actually really helped make sense of a crazy time. So it's a little bit of an art therapy class that I did for myself, which I thought, why not? Tiny time it. I only had 15 minutes and I did this sitting in the hospital next to my dad. So it was, you can do this anywhere, depending on your materials. Back to the overthinkers. And even like more recently, sketches that are not finished. Remembering that I only give myself, 15 minutes to do these things. Another contrast is pretty bad on my phone today, I'm sorry. Little sad fish. This is for my mum. She loves it. Little things. These are the, starts of salt and pepper shakers from my office. Little watercolor studies. And we're masked up for something new, which I'll photograph today, since I can't go live and I don't have a lot of video time. But it really is just whatever I want to do. On the day, I made a decision that I could either sketch or paint, because in 15 minutes, it's a lot of pressure to put on yourself to create a whole little picture. So I would sketch for 15 minutes some days, and that's where I would sketch out the fish, or I would draw a couple of little lady vases or something. And then the next day, if I felt like doing color, I took my travel kit, which has got my watercolors and my little bag of brushes, my spray bottle, just the little essentials, and I would sit with my music on, as I said, and a timer, and I would just do 15 minutes, and I would just play. If I made a mistake, I made a mistake. And if I didn't finish, I didn't finish. But at 15 minutes, I turned it off. There's some surprising things that happen with your brain and your stress reactions, and even your heart rate lowers when you spend just a small amount of time, the smallest amount of time, doing something you're passionate about and being creative. It's really amazing to switch off that logical side of your brain and allow it to function in the background while you take up all the information. It's an incredible experience when you do it consistently. And it's consistency that is the key to Tiny Time. If I do it every day, I can finish 2 or 3 paintings, and I've taken this practice to the easel, and I've actually started with just doing 5 minutes, one color, and I've actually now finished a set of commissions, which was 4 canvases, and I'm halfway through a new lady who I couldn't see a month ago. I couldn't sit and actually see me painting my ladies again. So Tiny Time has helped bring that back and realize that it's not a stress. I'm not doing this to be the best in the world. I'm doing this to create for me, and it allows me that freedom to do it. And consistency, if I do it for 15 minutes a day, that over a year is about 90 hours, I think I worked out. I'm pretty bad at math. Someone do the math on that for me. But it does add up, and it's amazing. And I will share Tiny Time. We'll do a Tiny Time session together as soon as I work out my tech issues again. But until then, I'm going to sign off because I do have another thing to go and do. Tiny Time between those moments. And I will see you all soon. Stay creative, my friends. And I look forward to sharing Tiny Time and studio time and all the good stuff with you again very soon. Bye. This always feels very weird. Tiny Time. Don't forget it. Tiny Time. And if you want to be a part of Tiny Time, do remember to follow my page, like, subscribe, smash all the buttons, do what you gotta do, and come back and watch me. And we'll Tiny Time together. I love you all. Bye-bye.